Hello, I'm Melanie. Thanks for tuning in to Inflation Watch, Bank of Jamaica's monthly series on price movements in the economy. At June 2025, headline or annual inflation, which is the general rate of increase in the prices of goods and services over the previous 12-month period, was 3.8%. This was slightly below the lower end of BOJ's target range of 4 to 6%. Headline inflation at June largely reflected more expensive residential rental rates relative to a year earlier. Continuing with this trend, the costs of meat and food sold by fast food restaurants and cook shops were also higher than last year. However, not all prices were higher. In particular, vegetable prices were lower relative to last year. There were also lower prices in the transport and information and communication categories of the Consumer Price Index compared to a year earlier. Remember that the Consumer Price Index is like a shopping basket filled with the goods and services that you usually buy. Adding to the slowdown in inflation, a reduction in GCT on residential electricity charges also helped to ease the overall increase in prices for June. Now that you know the factors that influenced inflation at June 2025, let's join my co-host BJ as he shares some useful information about the national payment system.
What's up, Marcia? I was wondering where you gone. Why you look so tired?
I'm going to the bank to do some business, but the bank full up.
You must use the ABM and online banking. Save you a lot of time and stress.
True thing, BJ. But I always wonder how ABM and online banking work.
They are part of the national payment system for people and businesses to pay and transfer money in Jamaica and sometimes overseas. This involves BOJ as a central bank and financial institutions which handle transactions for themselves and their customers.
Oh, that's why they have Multilink.
Well, that's just one part of the story. Multilink is a shared network that allows customers to use their bank's debit cards at ABM or where they buy things, called point-of-sales transactions. That network is operated by a company called Jets Limited, which is owned by a group of deposit-taking institutions. But the backbone to all those transactions is settlement, making sure the right people actually get the right amount of money in them account and in good time. They have two systems for settlement: Automated Clearinghouse, or ACH, and Real-Time Gross Settlement System, or RTGS. RTGS is mostly for large payments and when you want your money to reach quick. RTGS process transactions one by one, same time people make them. It's ideal for amounts of $1 million or more. But RTGS payments are final and can't be reversed.
So how BOJ fit into this?
Bank of Jamaica oversees the national payment system. Make sure it's orderly. And they also own and operate RTGS. Another time I'll tell you about ACH.
All right, BJ, later.
A lot of useful information there, BJ. Thank you. And that's a wrap for Inflation Watch, looking at price movements at June 2025. Join us again next time when Bank of Jamaica will bring you another episode of Inflation Watch, where we track inflation and explore the factors influencing price changes in Jamaica. I'm Melanie. Stay tuned.